Box and whisker plots is another way that we can represent data and sort of look at it to analyze it. A box and whisker plots, once they're created, they show you the median, and then they also have quartiles, which split the data into 25% intervals, and then they also they present to you the maximum and minimum values in your data set. So each section of a box and whisker plot contains 25% of the data. So that part is important right there. It doesn't matter how big or small your sections are. Each section, so section, 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 section. Each piece represents 25% of the data. So like say you did a survey of 100 people, each section of that box and whisker plot would contain 25 people. The size just differs based on what data you have. So it doesn't matter what size the box or the whiskers are, each section contains 25%. So the box, since it is made up of two sections, contains 50%. So that guy there is your box. Contains two sections, 50% of your data. The whiskers are your lines coming out of the box, and since they're both 25%, they also contain 50% or the other half of your data. So we will actually create them ourselves, but it's important to know how to read them on top of just being able to make one. So the box is made up of 3 quartiles. You would think it was 4, but it's 3 quartiles that break it into 4 sections. So you've got quartile 1, 2, and 3. So quartile 1 is the median of the lower half of your data. Q2 is the median just in general. So you guys know how to find the median. It's that middle data value of your whole set. That's your Q2. Q2 is just the median of your data set. And when we start to make these, that's generally where you start, is finding the middle. Quartile 3 is the median of the upper half of data. And then you just got your minimum and maximum values. So your minimum is here at the beginning. That's this dot. And then your maximum value is just the highest value, and that's at the end of your other whisker. So let's go ahead and look at being able to read one and what it kind of means first, and then we'll look at actually creating some ourselves. So for number 1, it gives you guys the box and whisker plot, and it tells you that it's representing the number of candy bars sold in a class of 100 students. So this is a good example because it's 100. So just because the sections are different sizes, kind of like our example, like that section's that long, then this section, and this that little guy, like they're all different lengths. That's okay. What it's saying, if there's 100 students, if each section is 25 students sold at least from 25 to 29. 25 students sold between 25 and 29 candy bars. That's what it's telling you. So the reason they're different sizes is because it might range from what they actually sold. So let's look at letter A. What percentage of students sold between 29 and 38 candy bars? So this is the candy bars, your number line. So 29 and 38. So how many sections is that? 1, 2, 3. So since it's 3 sections, 3 times 25 is going to be 75%. So letter B says, what was the median number of candy bars sold? Now, it's not labeled, but we know that the beginning of the box is Q1, the middle line in the box is Q2, and the last line of the box is Q3. So the median is always your Q2. So what is the Q2 value? 34. So the median number of candy bars sold was 34. What was the highest number of candy bars sold? that end dot of your whisker is the maximum value. So the highest number of candy bars sold by a student was 38. Okay, what percentage of students sold 34 or 35 candy bars? So from 34 to 35, that's just one little section of your box. So since it's only one section, it will be 25% because every section is 25% of the data.